Welcome everybody to another edition of WCW 2006 here in TEW 2020, as American Bash has come and gone, and we're moving on towards Bash at the Beach. But first, we have the post American Bash Nitro. Our show starts out with, of course, some clips, photos from the pay-per-view, courtesy of WCW.com, going over, Styles retaining, Goldberg, getting screwed over by Guerrero's middle plate, and more, as is Day 72. And we go to our opening segment, as first, Eddy Guerrero's music hits to, honestly, it makes pop sense to we're in San Antonio. But still mostly heels, as comes out of the ring, says, "What's up, SA? You see, I know everyone else saw what happened at Greater and Bash Holmes. They saw me, Eddy Guerrero, do what I always do. Outsmart a big, dumb muscle hemp named Goldberg. I just beat him, I embarrassed him, but that's not the point. The point is that Eddy Guerrero is not just Latino heat. No, Eddy Guerrero is going to be your next WC World Champion. See, I got that close during the three-way dance with Rob Van Dam and Styles a couple months ago, and I proved I am that damn great by beating Bill Goldberg right in the middle of this ring. So, Styles, I saw you do that last night, and yeah, you're a good man. You're being carried out tight on your back in cars face that runs this place. Well, Votto, you can run this place all you want, but when you step in the ring with Eddy Guerrero, the only thing you'll be running away from is me. Because Guerrero values means I deserve to be at the top of this business, and I'll do anything at all to do it. And then cue Alex Wright's music as he comes down to the ring, dressed in a suit, as he takes the mic and says, Eddie. Look, I get it. You cheated, you stole, and you beat Goldberg, and let me get one thing straight. You're not in line for the WC World Championship. No, that honor belongs to Death Wonderbar, Alex Wright. You see, unlike you, Eddie, I didn't wear the metal plate trick to win my match. No, I beat Kane Anderson right in the middle of the ring. Ignore the fact that he used, a chair shot. I showed everybody why I'm the greatest technical wrestler in the world today. I out-wrestled Ken Anderson. I outclassed him. And I showed he is nothing but a juiced-up geek. That's why I am the true number one contender for the AJ Styles World title. And I've gotten that ring before with him, and I've almost beat him. And now I know I can prove that I am Das Wunderbar and the future of professional wrestling. Then Guerrero comes up and says, "Hey, congratulations, you won last night. Let me tell you something. You think you're the greatest technical wrestler, huh? I've been in this business my whole life, SA. I've wrestled legends, I've beaten the best, and if for a second you're going to weasel your way past me for the title shot, you're out of your damn mind." And then Q Brothers rave music as he comes down to the ring, and he says, "Let me stop both of you right here before this turns into a fiesta or ballroom dance or whatever the hell this is. I don't care how many guys you have wrestled or how many troops you pulled, neither of you deserve a title shot more than me. Last night, I beat the truth with to an inch of his life. I didn't no chair, no manager, no sneaky tricks. I just beat his ass. I used his fist and powerbombed him straight to hell, then hit him with the Brother Ray bomb. You know why? Because I'm the toughest son of a bitch in the company. I'm a street survivor, and if there's anyone who takes this world championship from me, it's from AJ Styles. It's me." And I was like, "Oh, you're nothing but a glorified street drug. This is wrestling, not a bar fight." And Ray Fight the Bar said that again, and you'll also need back to Germany in a body cast. And he was like, "Hold on, this is getting good. Look, we all know who's in real next challenge for AJ Styles, but I find beating both of you Venteos to take the title. You don't want to go at it? Let's go." And then cue AJ Styles music, he comes down to the top of the ramp. And he says, Whoa, look, we got a few guys who got title shots at the big belt. Eddie, Wright, Brother Ray. Let me tell you, I'm not impressed. Eddie, you got lucky last night, we all know it. Wright, you talk a big game, but can you actually back it up? And Wright, you're tough. This is about being people up in the parking lot. This is about being the best wrestler in the world. And right now, that's me. Want a shot at the gold? I say right on. I don't care who steps in the ring with me because I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere. But, well, we got a bit of a problem here. 3 guys, 1 title. So I'm going to say, and then I'm back. Cue Eric Bischoff coming down, and he says, "Oh, well, look like we get a little disagreement here. Eddie, Wright, Brother Ray, all you have some pretty valid points. But here's the thing. You don't get a title shot just because you deserve it. You earn it. So if you see me here to prove yourselves, I've got a better idea. Tonight, the main event will be a 6-man tag meet. It's going to be Eddy Guerrero, Alex Wright, and Brother Ray teaming up against AJ Styles and America's Most Wanted. Let's see if you 3 can work together well enough to earn a title shot." So there you go. Fun little promo. 86, not bad. Unfortunately, Styles and Alex Wright rolled badly. And yeah, setting up the main event and honestly giving these guys something to do for the weeks until, Nitro has the world title shot again. Because next pay-per-view is a Revolution pay-per-view. So, but anyway, we are backstage, and we're backstage where Cassidy O'Reilly is with Misty, and O'Reilly says, "Misty, I've been thinking a lot about what happened last night at the Bash. And you know what I keep coming back to?" And Misty says, "What's that? What's that?" I am without a doubt the greatest WCW Cruiserweight champion of all time, the best free agent signing in history of WCW, and already this belt is getting below me. Do you see what I did to Jimmy Rave? I beat him right the way I needed to, thanks to a little help from you, of course. And Missy, says, well, I'm always here to make things go smoothly. And, Cassidy, smooth as silk, baby, smooth as silk. The best part is how easy it was. I walked into the Bash as the champ, and I walked out still the champ. And yet I hear all the shouting people whispering behind my back saying that I'm going to hold the title because of you, because of some interference. Blah, 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 blah. Let me clear this out for all the doubters, the haters, and so-called experts out there. I don't need Missy to win. I'm Cassidy O'Reilly, baby. The smartest, most cunning, dangerous man in this division. She's just, well, the icing on the cake. But let's be honest here. I'm too good for these guys. Jimmy Rave, he didn't stand a chance. And next week, or next month, whoever steps up won't be fair any better. And guys are like, that's right. Actually, next week on Nitro, I want to show the world how good I really am. That's why I decided to call out anybody in the world who wants to come out to Nitro next week and come down with me. That's right. I'm calling it now. Next week on Nitro, I'm giving any cruiserweight the opportunity of a lifetime. They come out step in the ring with the greatest cruiserweight champion of all time and try their luck. But let's be real here. No one's taking this belt for me. No one's beating me. I'm the best there is. Next week, I'm going to prove it again. And Macy's like, I love it. Over step will be humiliating you in front of the whole world. It's perfect. And Cash like, exactly. Doesn't matter who it is. Someone from Mexico, Japan, England. Hell, they can find somebody in Botswana for all I care. Because the result is going to be seen. Cass O'Reilly walking out as a winner. Because still the man and better than everybody else. Because something? I've been thinking, Missy. The division was great at all, but I've been thinking it's time setting up my sights on bigger price. Maybe it's time that I Cass O'Reilly started championships beyond this one. We start looking at guys like AJ Styles and prove just how great I am. But next week, it'll just be another opportunity to show my greatness. So anyone out there who's listening, you think you got what it takes? You think you can step up and take this title from me? You think you knock off the greatest cruiserweight that ever lived? Then step up next week and try. I'll warn you right now, you're not going to like how it ends. So 56, not a bad promo, basically setting up the open challenge next week. Then we have our opening match, which is Lexi James taking on Roni Jonah, and this is basically a squash. Roni gets a little bit of offense in. Basically, it's all Lexi here. She gets a Lexi DT in a little over 5 minutes, getting the pinfall victory here. She gets a 63, Jonah gets a 51, 65 overall, and post-match, my God, Lizzy Dumas comes in, hits the twist of fate on Lexi James, and then goes up, hits a big old moonsault on Lexi James to a mixed pop still. As this gets a 51, it seems like Lizzy Dumas still wants some measure of revenge against her former stablemates. And then we have a backstage angle where we got AJ Styles and Marcos Manu coming here, and and AJ's like, look, I didn't ask Mr. to do it. I didn't want to I don't know why I drag you guys into this. I would have been happy to take on Eddie, Wright, or anybody tonight. And Chris is like, look, we get it. Don't worry about it. Look, we took care of Chosen Few so badly last night that they're broken up, and Jeff Jarrett is off looking his wound somewhere. So we got nothing to do right now, AJ, so we're happy to get out of the ring and kick some ass. After all, we have our own history with all those guys. And Storm Substance says, you're right, together, we're the best tag team in the business today, and with the world champion by our side, we are unbeatable. And Brother Ray, you were a great tag team champion. Alex Wright, you won some tag belts yourself, and you're a legend in this business. But that just means when we hit you with the death sentence, it's just sorry about your damn luck. 79, pretty straightforward promo, nothing fancy. You're just putting over the main event later tonight. And then we're backstage as, Eric Bischoff is, backstage in his office. And then in come Noble and Gordy, the, Southern Syndicate. And Noble's like, I've had enough of crap, Bischoff. We were robbed last night. Me and Gordy should be the tag champions right now. And Gordy's like, we had him beat. Ray and Saddle got lucky, and Bischoff, ain't no way they're better than us. And Bischoff's like, oh, really? You're upset? You're upset because you lost? Well, that's just too bad. This is WC boys. This isn't some backyard brawl in the South. You want to win? Then you've got to prove you got to hang with the best in the world. And Gordy's like, look, we ain't saying we're not the best. What we're saying is we deserve another shot, and these guys ain't got no business walking around with our titles. And Bischoff's like, is that right? You want another shot making your mark? You want another opportunity that the world that you belong to the tag team picture? Well, here's your chance, boys. You see, because controversy creates cash, and I want to see just how well you can work together and how well you can compete against the best. So, can you see, Noble, Gordy, you're not the only ones who had a rough night at Great American Bash. There's other guys who feel just as screwed over as you do. So about this, you want to prove you're worth another shot at tag champions? Later on tonight, you'll go up two men who are just as angry as you are. Ken Anderson and The Truth. And Noble's like, wait. You want to say those two Lagos? They're out for blood. They're pissed out at everybody. And Petro's like, yeah, those two are fired up. What if they go take us out? That ain't exactly a shot at the titles. And Petro's like, you thought I was fair? I'm about opportunity. You want to make your mark? Well, here's your chance. If you beat Ken Anderson and Truth, and hell, who can deny you another tag title shot? So there you go. Fun stuff. 78, not bad. Gordy rolled badly, but fun stuff setting up the tag match later. And then we have our another quasi-squash match. Unfortunately, I'll be honest here, not a bunch of great big-time wrestling matches on this card outside of what I've set up for later tonight. But yeah, Yang and Kenzo Suzuki make their official debut as a tag team, defeating Moore and Great Suzuki. In 6 minutes, Suzuki pins Shannon Moore, 69. Suzuki gets a 47. Yang gets a 68. Suzuki gets a 64, and Shannon Moore gets a 45. But the important, we get a big, football tackle, rugby tackle from Kenzo Suzuki. Yang hits a, double jump moonsault, pinfall victory. There you go. Nothing fancy here. And then post-match, Stacy Kiebler gets in the ring with Kaz, Yang, and Kenzo behind her as she takes the mic. And she says, last night, well, I'll be the first to admit it, things didn't go exactly the way we had hoped. Big pop for AJ Styles wins, but don't mistake that for weakness. Last night was nothing but a temporary setback. Kaz was inches from taking the WWE World Championship, and let's be honest, if it wasn't for AJ Styles having some sort of divine look on his side, we'd be standing here with gold around Kaz's waist. But you see, unlike some people in this business, Ninko just doesn't sit around and whine when things are going. No. We regroup, we rebuild, and we move forward. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Kaz may not have the belt just yet, but make no mistake, he will shine and be on top soon enough. This is only the beginning. And now it's time to show the world that Nikio isn't just about Kaz and his path to the top. Yang and Kenzo Suzuki already take their place as the dominant force in the tag team division. The same way Kaz and Yang dominate the ranks, this new version of Nikio will do even more. And with Suzuki's raw power, Yang speed and position will climb to the top of the tag division again, and this time we will stay there. You can call this a reset, you can call it a new beginning. With truth is, Nikio is always about one thing: dominance. We aren't here to play games, we aren't here to beg for opportunities, we're here to take over by any means necessary. That's how Kaz will rise to the top, and that's how Yang Kenzo will crush the competition, and that's why Kenyo will continue to be the more feared faction in World Championship Wrestling. So to the rest of the tag team division, this is your notice. Kenzo and Yang are going for those titles. It doesn't matter who's holding them, because we'll take them away. We've proven before we're unstoppable as a unit, and now with this new power, Nikeo will be undeniable. So take notice, last night was just a bump in the road. Kaz is still the undeniable best wrestler in this business today, and he will prove it once again. Everyone will soon force me to recognize Nikeo. 86, good promo. Okay, this has actually been built to a really good promo, so fun stuff. Then, backstage, we have a quick little, basically backstage segment as, Lexi, Grable, and Dawkins are, all talking. Lexi is, pissed over Lizzy Dumas getting involved in attacking her. Grable tries to talk her down and says, look, a traditional lady doesn't get angry like this. We just move forward and then take them out as we come across. But Eric Bischoff, walks by and says, oh, well, looks like there's trouble in paradise. You see, I saw what Lizzy did, and, that shows me she has moxie, and she has some aggression in her. And Lexi, you turn on her, which, look, I'm not attacking you for survival of the fittest at all. She took her eye for the ball, and you took advantage as a petty rail. Even though I see Penny, you have got no title. But next week, I'm all about opportunities. So next week, on Nitro, it's going to be Lexi James versus Lizzy Dumas, and let's see if you can finally shut her up, or if Lizzy has a point. 71, Keys and Promo setting up the match next week. And then we have a fun little promo here, as first, the Nest comes down to the ring, Raven, Prophet, and Redrum, along with Morgan. And, Raven takes the mic and says, Last night at Great American Bash, we sent a message to everyone at WCW, a message to the fools who think they can stand against the Nest. You see, we're not just a faction, we are a movement, we are the darkness that will consume this company, and there is nothing anyone can do to stop this. But someone refuses to understand. One man who's looking think he defies fate. Morningstar, or whatever you're calling yourself, you're supposed to be one of us. You're supposed to kneel before me and serve the Nest. Those are the rules that followed the loss of Deadpool War Games. But instead, you've chosen to turn your back on your true purpose. So I'll make this simple. Morningstar, come out here, kneel. Serve me as you were destined to, or face the consequences. We get a moment here, and then boom, the lights go dim, and then a bright white light flashes the entrance area as Morningstar, Fallen Angel, whatever the hell you want to call him for the moment, comes down to the ring. And he, Raven says, "This is your last chance. Kneel or be destroyed like so many others have." And Morningstar says, "Raven, once I believed the message you projected, I believed you were the one I was destined to serve after what happened at War Games. And now, I see beyond that. I serve a higher purpose now. I don't serve you. I never will again." And he says, "You made your choice. Now, you'll pay the price." Then in comes Red Room Prophet, but, Fallen Angel is ready. He ducks collision from Prophet, hits him with a quick strike, and then Prophet goes backward. Red Room charges in, but Morningstar hits a quick drop kick. And then, Morningstar hits a big spinning kick to Prophet before hitting Red Room with a big, basically a knee strike that has him roll around the ring. And then Morningstar stares tall at Raven as, we get a stare down as Raven rolls out, and this has just begun. As this gets a 99. Here we go. This feud, which is going on forever, is back in business, baby. And we got a babyface turn. Hooray. Which I forgot to do last week. Or last night, I guess. And then we have our non-title match set up last week as Maverick Chance takes on Leppan. And basically, this is a story of Leppan being very, very confident, sort of brushing off Maverick. So Maverick gets some, quick moves in and even hits a few big moves. But eventually Ray Leppan takes over with his power. And Leppan just sort of brushes them off, just slows them, pulls them up at 2. As the announcers put over here, Maverick Chance is a former Cruiserweight champion, but Ray Leppan is using him as a local talent, and that may be his downfall. And eventually Leppan sort of continues to be cocky and on does a turnbuckle looking to send a message. But at the last moment, Leppan charges into the corner. Chance gets out of the way. Leppan eats the turnbuckle, exposed turnbuckle, rolling cradle. 1, 2, but he turns into a Magistral. 1, 2, 3. Huge pinfall victory for Maverick Chance over Leppan here on Nitro, as Leppan gets a 75, Chance gets a 61, 69 overall, and post-match, Leppan is pissed to a 68. So there you go, over, thing by the heel, and there we are. And then, oops, I keep on forgetting to actually I keep on putting Boris in angles when he's not actually being the interviewer. Anyway, we're then backstage as the previously members of the Chosen Few, Johnny Devine and Tank Toland, are standing together. As, Johnny Devine says, well, looks like some days of being someone's understudy are officially over. And Toland says, damn right. And about time, too. Last night at Great American Bash, we made a statement, a loud and clear statement, for all of you watching at home, especially for one man, Jeff Jarrett. Devine's like, Jarrett, man, you just assumed we were part of your little crew, your Chosen Few. You just thought you could make us your flunkies, have us run around some second-rate tag team with no ambition of our own, just showing up to help you out win the world title again. Well, let's be something straight here. Right now, I thought that at one point, but I followed along because I thought that was going to be best for my career. But Tank, he never asked to be part of it. He never said yes. You just assumed. And Tank says, that's right. You just assumed, Jarrett. You thought I was just some idiot who'd fall in line to your bidding. Newsflash, slap nuts. I didn't sign up for that. You never asked me. You just assumed you saw a guy who's bigger, stronger, and sexier than you. I'd jump at the chance of your sidekick. Well, guess what? I've got my own plans. And Devine then says, you see, last night, we stopped being the Chosen Few. We stopped being Jarrett's background players. Last night, Tank and I are now simply chosen. And that's all that matters now. And, and that's only Big A. We're not about following orders. It's about rising to the top by any means necessary. Tank and I, we're taking control of our careers, and we're going to be the ones calling the shots from now on. And Toland says, let's not forget what we said last night. We let out Jarrett like the has-been he's become. Devine, I don't need a washed-up egomaniac dragging us down. We're going to show WCW what we're capable of, and that starts tonight. So, Jeff, if you're thinking of watching this, we know you are. Don't even think about coming after us, because if you try, what we did to you will look like a walk in the park. We're done being the secondary players. And Devine says, we're not Jared's lackeys anymore. We're not the chosen few. We're chosen. And that's bad news for anybody standing in our way. 75, not a bad promo. As, yeah, basically, they're now just a tag team. Hooray. Then we get a backstage segment as, we have Tricia Skye looking for Celine Cartier. As, she finds Celine banging against the wall with her arms crossed, looking pensive. And, Tricia's like, Celine, I've been looking at you. We need to talk about what happened last night at Kirkman Bash. And he says, look, I know you're fired up with those tag belts. So was I get it. But that moment you tag yourself again, it caught me off guard. We lost focus and it cost us the match. Look, I'm not mad at you. We've been, we weren't exactly a long-term tag team. But I thought we had some synergy. We're a team and you're talented, Celine, really talented. But last night was maybe like you're so pent up and ready to go after your penis union. You're excited to prove yourself, but get in the way of filling your potential as a partner. You got so much talent, but sometimes. And then Celine says, what did you just say? And Trisha's like, I didn't mean it like that. I'm just saying. And Celine's like, you think my nature is a problem? That what? I'm holding us back? That I costed the match because I wanted it too much? I want to win those tag titles, Trisha. I was fighting my heart out in the ring for both of us. Now you're saying I'm the reason we lost? Trisha's like, no, that's what I'm saying. You were giving it all. But you have to understand that. Look, sometimes you just... And, Celine's like, no, you understand something. I'm not some rookie who need to lecture about potential. I've been in this business long enough that I know what it takes to win. I was willing to do anything to bring those titles home. Maybe it's you who can't handle the pressure. You think just because you've been around a little longer, that gives you the right to tell me how to wrestle, how to act. I made one mistake, fine. Don't stand here talking to me about fulfilling potential like I'm not good enough for you. I've been women's champion too before. And Trish's like, that's not what I meant. You're taking this all the wrong way. And Celine's like, I'm done listening, Trish. Maybe we're not as much of a team as you thought. Maybe you're the one who needs to figure things out. And then she walks away. 864 as we build this little storyline. Then we got our tag team match as we got Noble and this, Gordy taking on Anderson Truth. And this match goes exactly as you'd expect it would. And it was actually really good. I forget sometimes like Noble's like one of the best workers in the company. Anyway, back and forth match. Really good stuff. Truth and Anderson, though, look be finally getting an advantage. When out of nowhere, Brother Ray comes down to the ring and just wallops the Truth with a big old sit-down powerbomb as the ref takes a bump. Anderson's on the outside, being taken advantage of. Noble gets in. Truth and Gordy work together. Cindy Cutter, 1, 2, 3. And they get a big one here, 86 overall. Truth gets an 83, Anderson gets an 81, Noble gets an 88, and Gordy gets a 67. And post-match, Brother Ray is smug at the top of the ramp as Anderson and Truth are both pissed, as this gets a 73. I believe, we got our Revolution recap featuring Don Fry returning, which gets a 72. And then we get our main event, which gets an 89. Back and forth match as you expect. A&W look good as a tag team. Eddy Guerrero, Brother Ray, and Wright all get their spots. We get basically some quick spots of them basically near the middle of the match styles. And let's say Alex Wright, for the first time, they wrestle for a minute, and then Brother Ray tags himself in. Then Brother Ray, AJ go back and forth for a minute, brawling. Then Eddie tags himself in, and then they go back for a minute before things break down again. And eventually, things are going wild all near the end of the match. And then just when it looks like we get a chaos, ref trying to keep control. But as the ref is trying to keep control, who comes running out of the ring? Injury close Bill Goldberg, and as Goldberg, he slides into the ring. Boom! Spear on Eddy Guerrero. Styles recover. Styles clash on Eddie. 1, 2, 3. 89 overall. Harris gets a 79. Storm gets a 77. Edgy gets a 95. Wright gets an 85. Brother gets a 92. Eddie gets a 94. And the show overall gets us a 91. Okay, so better show than I expected, mostly because of that tag team match. You sort of see where we're going. We're doing some build up as they've got a while. Obviously, feuds and stuff, but it's a long time till the next Nitro pay-per-view. Once you throw in the fact that the next Bash at the Beach is a July Revolution pay-per-view, then Mayhem is a multi-brand show with the Mayhem tournament taking a large part of it. So Fall Brawls really. So we got a long summer of building things up and intertwining some feuds and stuff, which will be a fun thing to do, especially as we finish our time here on TEW 2020. All right, let's see here. Nitro, male, who cares? Raven, you're mean. You're very mean. You know that? Okay, let's look at what Raw did. All right, so we had Edge repelled attack from Big Show. We had Skye fall K1 defeat Joey Matthews. CM Punk defeats JC Daz. Molly Holly and defeated Elizabeth Love. Angel Obscura and Michelle Morgan retained the women's title. Batista defeated DDP. And Big Show and Christian defeated Edge and Shawn Michaels in 99, because of course they did. But they were in England, so that means the ratings were all screwy. Fun stuff. So yeah, I'll be back in just a second with Revolution. All right, welcome everybody to another edition of WCW Revolution live from Denver, Colorado. As it's, we're now on the road to Bash at the Beach, which is a Revolution-only show. And the show starts out as the announcers are basically going through their openings with Kanyon running down to the ring, rushing down to the ring, going right to the announcer's table, and telling, Savage, get in the ring right the hell now. And, Savage says, hold on a second there, Kanyon, you coming out there all fired up? Oh, yeah. You better explain yourself before I sit in that ring. And Kanyon's like, explain myself, I'm out here because of Don Fry. You brought him in, and you're the reason he's here. Now he's running wild at me. Fry's out here, attacking me. And he's got his sights set on me. So that's your fault, Savage. So you better get in that ring, explain why you brought that MMA reject into my business. And Savage, then, gets, Savage stands up and says, let me tell you something, Savage. Oh, yeah, I brought down Fry into WCW from Japan. That's true. You know what? He's one of the baddest dudes over there, kicking ass, taking names. I thought he had a future your brother, but what happened? Yeah, Fry got hurt. He went to Japan, out of sight, out of mind. I heard from the guy months. Dig it. Now he's back, and he's actually sending postcards, And Kane says, that's the problem, Savage. You brought him in, now he's back, he's attacking me. So what are you going to do about it? Because I'm not about to sit around and wait for him to take me out next. You want to tell us, Kane? Oh, yeah, something to prove? Let's go, brother. I'm playing you something in that ring right now. And then out of nowhere, Don Fry attacks Savage Don Fry attacks Kane from behind, hitting him, from behind with a punch, then blocking him into a choke. Fry locks in the submission hold, and Fry tightens the hold until the officials run down to break him apart. And then there's a stare down between Fry and Savage. And there you go. This gets a 93. Fun stuff. I think we're updating Fry's gimmick. Adequate. Okay. I mean, look, this is better than bad. So move forward to Sonny Siaki in the ring as he takes on Tony Santarelli in a match for the WWE World Television title. Back and forth match. Eventually, Siaki hits the shoulder breaker. I think it's his finisher. In about 8 minutes, he gets the pinfall victory. Nothing fancier, just a straight ahead win for Siaki as he gets a 65. Santarelli gets a 46. Santarelli gets a 62. And post match, Siaki takes the mic and says, he takes the mic and says, see that? You see what Sonny Siaki just did? That right here, what happened? Step in the ring with the television champion, Sonny Siaki. Well, here you guys here. I hear all you booing. I know why you boo. It's because you're jealous. You're jealous of Sonny Siaki. You're jealous because Sonny Siaki walks into any ring on any night and leads with his hand raised in victory. Sonny Siaki walks out here, takes one look at his opponent, Sonny Siaki knows he's already won. Let's be real for a second. That guy, Tony Santarelli, he didn't stand a chance. He's just the latest name on Sonny Siaki's hit list. Just another name, another number, another buddy falling against your WWE Television Champion. Because no matter who steps up to Sonny Siaki, no matter who wants to take a shot at this as he taps the TV title, they all end up in the same place, flat on their backs, looking at the legs, wondering how in the hell they got schooled by Sonny Siaki. You can't outsign Sonny Siaki because Sonny Siaki is the brightest star in WWE, and there ain't nobody on this roster who can even touch Sonny Siaki. Every time Sonny Siaki steps in that ring, I prove it again and again. Sonny Siaki owns this title. And let me tell you something all right now. As long as Sonny Siaki is sitting here with his title over his shoulder, there's a single person in this building, in that locker room, on this planet who's going to take it from me. Sonny Siaki's on the top of the world, and there ain't a damn thing anybody can do about it. So you used to see this title right here, right around the waist of Sonny Siaki. Nothing fancy here, 66, just a little, solid heel promo as we move forward here on Revolution. Then we have a little video here of Osuke and Skipper in Ghana. And we have, Osuke, welcome to God, the land of kings, the land of warriors, the land of destiny. He comes from a long line of rulers, like the great, goes just back great generations. Basically goes over that, we've had a few setbacks, but along with here with Skipper, we will return WCW soon enough and show the greatness of Ghana and show why I am a prince and why I am a skipper and me will rise to fight for tag team gold once again. I'm just sort of reset of their characters. Just they've been doing some jobs recently, so I wanted to reset them up. 51, not bad as we move forward. As we're backstage with Shelton Benjamin, he gets an 85, which is actually a better promo than I expected. He says, "Tonight, I'm stepping in the ring with one of the best in the business, Rob Van Dam. Believe me, I know what kind of challenge that is. Already he's a guy who's won all his championships, he's beaten the best, and he's one of the most talented athletes in the business has ever seen. Tonight is about Rob Van Dam, it's about me. You see, I've been ready to prove myself that I belong at the top. I've had setbacks, I've had struggles, but I've had one man who's believed in me, and that's Booker T. Booker T took me on his way, he showed me the ropes, he taught me things in and around the ring that I'll never forget. I owe a lot to Booker T, and I'm proud of the work we did together. But tonight's about moving forward. Tonight's about Shelton Benjamin on his own. I've learned all I can from Booker, and also to prove that I'm ready to stand on my own 2 feet. No leaning on a mentor, no more looking for guidance. It's my time, and I've got to seize it. I know what people have been saying. They've been saying I haven't lived up to my potential, but tonight I'm going to change all that. When I step in the ring with RVD, I'm not to prove I'm just some up-and-comer. I'm not just a guy with potential. I'm the guy. I'm ready to show the world what Shelton Benjamin is all about. This is all about proving I belong in the upper echelon of this business on Revolution. It's about showing everyone, friends in the arena, the guys in the locker room, Shelton Benjamin is just here to fill a spot. I'm here to take over. It's my responsibility to take everything I've learned and make something out of it in that damn ring. Tonight is my moment. Tonight, Shelton Benjamin stops in the spotlight and not let him go. I'm going to beat Rob Van Dam. I'm going to prove the world that I'm not just potential. I'm the future of WCW. 85, actually better promo than I expected. So yeah, good stuff. Then okay, because I think I did one too many promos in a row here. Nothing like too terrible, but it's slightly annoying, honestly. But Amy Weber is with Austin Aries, as Austin is asked about Chavo no longer about Chavo Guerrero and what happened, and Aries says, "Oh, Amy, I think it's really clear what I did, but since you're asking so nicely, let me break it down for all you people who seem to have trouble keeping up with the greatness that is Austin Aries. You see, I sent a message. Chavo, he's a relic, a man clinging to his family's name, thinking that'll get him somewhere in the business. But let me tell you something, Amy. WCW isn't about living in the past, but the future, and the future is Austin Aries. Chavo is just the first step, the first example of when you stand in the way of someone as talented, as driven, and found out better than everyone else as Austin Aries." And Amy Weber, basically asking me, because some might say Chavo Jr is part of a legendary family in this business, a former champion, and you, well talented, are relatively new to WCW. Do you think it's fair? And Aries cuts her off and says, "Whoa, fair? Are we supposed to talk about what's fair? It's about what's fair. It's about what's necessary. What's necessary is in the business for the old guard to step aside and make way for the future. Guess what? Chavo didn't want to step aside, so he made sure he had to. And now that Chavo's out of the picture, everybody should be paying attention to what happens next. That little stunt, that was just the beginning. The domination of WCW by Austin Aries has only just begun, and trust me, there's not anybody in that locker room that can do to stop it. Chavo was just a warm-up, a practice run, if you will. I didn't come to WCW to be another face in the crowd. I came here to make a name for myself, to take over it and claim what's mine. Let me tell you something, Amy. The championships, the main events, the power of WCW is all going to be mine. Because when Austin Knight sets his sight on something, there's nothing that can stop him, not Chavo, and there's not anybody who's too afraid to get in the ring with me. And, Amy basically asks what's never for Austin Aries. And Aries says that's the beauty of it. I don't need to call anybody out. I don't need to chase after everyone. Everyone here back knows that Aries is the future of this company. And sooner or later, they're all going to line up begging for the opportunity to step in the ring with me. I don't care who they are. I don't care if it's Awesome Legend, but looking to that last bit of fame, or some other up-and-comer who thinks they can take my spot. The result will be the same every time. Austin Aries standing tall, and everyone flat on their backs wondering what the hell happens. The era of Austin Aries is here, and sooner everybody accepts that, the better off they'll be. 49, we started to rebuild his not his overness, but his momentum, but good stuff, building things up on Revolution here. And then we have our match as Social Scene get a win over Baddest and Eagles, Madison Sinclair in 5 minutes. Pretty straightforward squash match here, just making our former tag team champions look good. 51 overall. Vital gets to 65. Ratcliffe gets to 65. And yeah, nothing fancy here. As post-match, they dance to a 41. Again, just a straightforward win here for Social Scene on Revolution. Then we have Amy Weber catching up with Don Fry. as he basically, asked her about what happened, earlier tonight. And, Fry says, you want to know what I did, You know why I came back the way I did? Simple, I lost 6 months of my career. 6 months sitting on the sideline, 6 months with a broken body, watching this business passing by. You know what that does to a man like me? It eats you alive, it burns you from the inside out. And now that I'm back, I'm not wasting my time. I'm going to show every single person in the locker room, every person watching at home, why men all over the world fear the name Don Fry. And, Amy asked me about Randy Savage, and Fry says, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I don't need Randy Savage. I never needed Randy Savage. Savage maybe brought me here, but I didn't come here to be anybody's lackey. The only thing I need are these 2 hands. And these 2 hands are going to take me to the top of the WCW. I don't care if it's Canyon or anybody else who gets in the way. I got one goal to remind everybody how just dangerous I am. It's about making people hurt, and that's exactly what I plan on doing. Because what I'm going to do is bring pain, domination, and fear. These are the things that fuel me. Anyone who gets in my way, they're going to find out real quick why Don Fry is the most dangerous man in our locker room. 72, not bad. Don Fry's not a promo guy, so this wasn't terrible. Then we have a short promo from the Hardy Boys, as basically they put over, tonight's. They're facing Legendary in the main event, and, they've been dealing with them for the past, few weeks / months, and they've been in their way of getting back to the top of the tag division in World Championship Wrestling. But together, they're going to show why they've been tag team champions everywhere they've gone, from small little companies in the middle of nowhere to the biggest companies in the world on the brightest stages, because they're the Hardy Boys, they're the best tag team in business, and tonight they'll prove it one more time. 74, again, not bad. They're not promo guys, so here we are. We have Rob Van Dam take on Shelton Benjamin, and it's a really good match as you expect. Back and forth match. Shelton Benjamin gets some suplexes in. Rob Van Dam flies around. He gets his rolling thunders, some big brawling, a big dive by RVD. Benjamin hitting some big suplexes. Eventually, though, Van Dam is able to hit the Van Daminator on Benjamin, go up top and hit the 5-star Spark Splash. 1, 2, 3, fairly clean win. But Benjamin looks strong here, going 13 minutes and toe to toe with the former world champion. 90 overall. Van Dam gets a 95. Benjamin gets an 84. But then in the post match, Benjamin is down on the mic, basically, after the match, RVD, Heyman takes the mic from the ringside area and says, "Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Rob Van Dam." And then he walks over to Van Dam, whispering something in his ear. RVD smirks wide in agreement. He tosses the microphone to the ground, turns to Shelton, who is sitting up, basically groggy. And Van Dam, walks over to the corner, glancing down at Benjamin, and then, he's basically setting things up as he, puts Benjamin down in the corner and puts a chair in front of him, and goes to the turnbuckle at the other side of the ring. As the answers, say, oh no, he's going to go for the, Fate Terminator to really send a message. But then the lights go dim, and out comes Judas Messias running out to the ring, coming down to the ring, as Van Dam hops down from the bottom of the rope, basically, getting the, heck out of Dodge. And, there's a stare down as Van Dam is out the top of the ramp. And, Heyman takes the mic as he tells Messias, "You think you can come back here and scare us off? You think you can intimidate Rob Van Dam? Let me tell you something, you psychopath. Rob Van Dam is afraid of you. Think you've won tonight, but this is far from over." 75, not bad, basically moving RVD over to feud with the returning Messias, but has not, of course, been seen since he lost the Sensei Death Match at Simbury to Monty Brown. Then we have another video of Keaton Sharp, as, we see, the voiceover as Sharp saying, "The time has come. The world the world you've gotten complacent is about to change. For weeks, I've shown you the possibilities. I've shown you the destruction of roadways. The age of light is not just coming, it's here, and it begins next week. Time, as you know, it has run out. The world needs a guide, a light to show you the way to the darkness. I'm that light, I'm that guide. I'm the one who leads WCW into a new age, but you must to choose. Accept the truth I bring, or fall to the chaos of your ignorance. We've been warned, the prime prepare has been passed, the time to awaken has arrived. Next week, the age of lightning begins, and no one in WCW will be saving it. It's time to open your eyes. Next week." 82, not bad. So we sort of setting things up for his return next week. And then we get a promo from Gail Kim. She basically, has a promo saying, next week, Nikita Colt, we get in that ring, and I'm going to show you why I'm the head bitch in charge of that division, and why, after I win, nobody will deny, I'm still part of the top of this women's division, and I've been women's champion for multiple times, but really, none of that quite matters. All that matters is next week, when I get you in that ring, Nikita, and show you, about all your icy determination and your techno prowess, but you will, like so many others, will just eat defeat. 69, not a bad promo. Short promo was also, but still, not bad at all. And then we have Monty Brown taking on Booker T, and this is basically a squash. Like, Booker T gets a little bit of offense in, but basically this is just Monty Brown, like, wrecking him. Like, Booker gets a little bit of offense in, but, like, he actually, hits a couple of big moves, goes for the spin-a-rooney, but Brown just tosses him away. Eventually, boom, pounce right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. Monty Brown basically destroys Booker T here on Revolution in 10 minutes with the pounce, gets a 65. Booker T gets 68, Monty Brown gets 86. I forgot to attach a story to this, not the end of the world. But then, post-match, Monty Brown takes the mic. He says, "Did you see that? Did y'all see what happened out here tonight? I just found a 6-time world champion like he was nothing. I didn't just beat Booker T. I dominated him. And now after tonight, there's no one to deny the truth. There's no one left to stop the alpha male as I take control of WCW. I've been telling you all for weeks. I'm telling everyone in the locker room, every single one of these champions, that I am the baddest man on the planet. But it seems like you people still don't get it, so I'll make this real simple. Hey, G Styles, I'm talking to you. Get out here right now, look me in the eyes. You think you're the man around here. You think the world titles makes you the best. Let me tell you something, AJ. You don't run a damn thing. Now so you go through me, so get out here and faces the truth." And then AJ Styles' music hits, and he comes down to the ring, and, he takes the mic and says, "Monty Brown, the alpha male, you've been running your mouth for weeks, telling everyone that you run WCW, that you're the best man on the planet. Well, I've got some bad news for you, Monty. You don't run a damn thing. As long as I'm holding this world championship, I'm the runner of this place. I'm the face that runs this place until you beat me for the title. You're just another guy waiting in line." Big pop. Monty Brown says, "You think that title makes you the man, AJ? You think that because you've been carrying that belt around, that makes you untouchable? Let me tell you something. Titles don't mean a damn thing when you're standing across from the alpha male. I've broken bigger men than you. That title of yours, it's just the next thing I'm going to take." And Monty says, "You can talk all you want. You can beat up whoever you want. You can dominate a legend like Booker T. But until you beat me, you're just chasing after the real champion. You want to prove you're the man, you can step up and take this title from me. And trust me, Monty, you're not ready for that." "Not ready? Styles, I've been ready since the day I walked in this company. You behind that belt, acts like you're untouchable, but I see right through you. You're a scary day. You know that once the ring is over, and then once you with that pounce, that title's mine. And AJ, you want that title? Come and get it. You don't have to wait. I'll give you this shot, and we'll see who the world champion is." I was like, "Fine. You want to make it official? Bash at the Beach. You and me, AJ. World title. When it's all said and done, you're going to be flat on your back, broken. I'm going to stand here with that belt in my hands, proving I am the baddest man on the planet." And AJ's like, "You want it? You got it. Let me tell you something, Monty. When it's the ring, best at the beach, you're not facing just another guy. You're facing the best in the world. The guy who's beaten everyone they put in front of them. And find out, real quick, why they call me phenomenal." Stare down, and there we go. 88, good stuff. As we move forward here on Revolution. Then we have an interesting little fun little segment as Kurt Angle basically shows up at the Thrillers, biker bar, and is basically being very Kurt-like, annoying the customers, asking for some milk, and asking where the hell the Thrillers are Palumbo, Jindrak, and O'Hare off, riding their little bicycles, again making for motorcycles, saying are they afraid of Olympic gold medalists in their own damn bar. And finally, Raven Rain shows up, says, "You lost Kurt, or did you just come here looking to get your ass kicked?" Big pop for that. And, and you're just walking here, make some noise, and walk out like nothing happened. You're in our house now. And Chuck, he's going to take you apart sooner or later. And he says, "Oh, really? I'm supposed to be scared of Palumbo? I've been guys twice his size, and I made legends tap out. If Palumbo thinks he can take me apart, he's in for a rude awakening. You know what? I don't need to wait for Palumbo. If he's not here, maybe I'll start with these guys, or maybe I'll just, throw you around this bar and teach you some manners." And Raven says, "You'll lay a hand on me, and you'll never set, and you will wish you never set foot in here." And then as there's a stare down, in come Days and Havoc, the two enforcers of thrillers. They block Angle's path. And, Angle says, "Oh, okay, so you got some backup. These two geeks. I can take them apart just like that. But, honestly, it's not worth my time. So, Raven, you send a message to your old man. Because I'm not here to fight a couple of lackeys. Tell Chucky this. I'm ready for him anytime, anywhere. He can take me apart. He's beta bridge for the fight of his life. And as for you two, tell your boss I'll see him soon. And Raven, you better watch out before someone decides who's not nice as me after you bite off more than you can chew." So there we go. Continuing the Angle Palumbo feud as this gets an 89. And then we have going backstage where Alli Danger with her, kendo stick, steps into Teddy Long's office and basically, demands a title shot. Saying, "I've beaten everybody put in free, Gail Kim, anybody. I'm tired of waiting. It's time to take what I deserve and get a women's championship." And, Teddy Long told him in player, "Alli, I hear you, get where you're come from. You're pressed lately, about that title shot. You don't walk in here to demand that from me. You feel me?" So as much as I appreciate that fire, Alexander's champion for a reason. And you gotta understand, I can handle title shots. I gotta think what's best for business. And, I was like, "Look, Alyssa can say stuff all she wants. But I'm ready to step in that ring, take her on. I'm asking for the title shot for me. I'm asking because I deserve it. I've beaten everybody. So, let me take that belt from her and show her what it's like when you get in the danger zone." And he's like, "Look, tell you what, I'll take your request in consideration, and next week, I'll give you an answer." I was like, "Fine," and walks away as this gets a 60. And we got our next recap focusing on Bill Goldberg, which is a 73. And then we have our main event, which is a freaking 91. Good stuff. And awesome back and forth tag match. Top tier stuff here. Eventually, Hardy's flying around. Matt's doing some fighting. Helms is counting with super kicks. Kidman is, doing his heel shtick. But eventually things break down. A chair is in the ring. Helms drills Matt Hardy with a Nightmare on Helm Street knee strike to the back of the head. And as he's, trying to recover from that, Kidman steps in. Kid Crusher on the chair. 1, 2, 3. Legendary get the win here on Nitro, on Revolution 291. Like I said, Matt gets an 89. Jeff gets a 97. Kidman gets a 91. Helms gets an 85. Good stuff. And the show ends with, Legendary making title belt motions during the show. This gets in 89. Good stuff as we finish things out. And hey, it's a Regen who actually has some skills. As this loads up for us. Waiting. God, I gotta wait. Okay, there we go. News. All right, let's see here. Judas. Okay, yay. Wow, people do not like the former Gym Tam Wrestling. All right. Okay, so we are sending her down over to AWQ. There we go. Yeah, that's Revolution. All right, so take a look around the wrestling world. Oh, right. First, storyline check. So Nitro gets the Darkness is up to a 74. Captivating Nitro is at a 74. Goldberg Eddie's at an 89. Misty Maverick's at a 71. Never Noble's at a 77. One Spot 2 Men's at a 91. Respect Needs to Be Earned is at an 83. Tensions at a 58. The New Chosen's at a 75. Expanding Horizons at a 62. Legendaries at an 88. No Mentors Needers is at a 40. Oh, right. I need to just end this storyline. There we go. Old Enemies and Friends is at an 83. Thrilling Angles is at a 75. TV title Fun is at a 64. Even though we can probably end that as well. Walking in the Wars. Okay, yeah. Also, we can just end that. And Who Do You Trust is at an 82. So, if we look around the wrestling world, SmackDown had Devin Dubois defeating Mark Henry in a 78. We had Justice, aka Abyss, Scott Steiner and Regal defeating Venus and Samoan Gangster Party in 79. Gata and Veronica Vane defeated Ivory and Shaniqua. Lesnar killed Tony Mamaluke. Street Sobers defeated All Money, Aaron Cartwright, and the Gladiator in an 82, aka our WCW ex-WCW guys team up. Benoit defeated Farouk by DQ in a 91, and Undertaker Rikishi in an 86. So there you go. I always did this already happen? Yeah, I totally showed it to you guys. But just in case, yeah, so Impact had their big show. Victory Road. Serena Deeb defeated Candice Michelle. Cindy Rogers defeated Trinity. Sophia Velquez and Fabi Apache defeated Trinity and CJ Lane by DQ. See, that's the Trinity from TNA. That's the Trinity who later became Naomi. Trinity Kuzina, Adam Ortiz, and Perry Saturn defeated Al Snow, El Corndor, and Samson in a 49. Dancing Fools retained the tag titles over Apollo and David Flair. Marcus Meltuck defeated Alex Shelley to retain the X title. Todd Sexton and Jason Vex defeated Buff Bagwell and the debut Funaki. And Hulk Hogan defeated Paul Levesque to retain the Impact Championship title. In a 55, Hogan's getting 39s, Triple H getting 77s. So there we are. And then if we look at our Dev Feds, NWA Wildside had a big show. Survival of the Fittest. TJ Perkins defeated Brian Danielson in a 51. Hassa Fernandez defeated Elijah Burke in a 50. Lance Hoyt, Todd Sexton, and Jason Cross defeated Shane Haste, Stallings, and Britt Major. Tony Jones and Austin Creed won the NWA Wildside Tag Team titles over Matt Morgan and Rick Michaels in a 58. And Lazarus is still your Wildside champion. And then on the weekly house show, Kurt Stallings retained the NWA North American champion as a regen. And yeah, that's basically it. Not really much else of note. And then if we go to AWQ, weekly show had Madison Eagle defeat Carly Chambers and Nat Blanchard. Josie Amazing Kong Willie Hosaka defeat Tracy Taylor, Ashley Lane, and Tanisha Biggers. And Push Perez and Mr. defeated Michelle and Claire to retain the AW Tag Team titles. And there we go. And then if we look at HWA, not much going on there. Oh, okay, that happened forever ago. Okay, just making sure. And then OVW had a big show. Trent Baker, still your OVW champion, defeated John Morrison, even though Morrison's getting close. Danny Buter defeated Trailer Park Trash. Sean Casey defeated Sly Scraper IDQ. And yeah, BJ Whitmer defeated Matt Bentley. And yeah, that's really all of note. So then if we look more around the wrestling world, going back to the weekly show last week. Or are you that? Going back to Revolution. So FWA had a big show. He advanced to beat Tony Spitfire in the main event. Dragon Gate had one of their big shows, drawing... Oh, and they put in the wrong part. Okay, I might need to make sure they know to put their big shows in, in the right spots. Anyway, so some notes here. Mashishi Moshishi defeated Joe Akiyama for the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Kenshi Arai defeated Tsukuba by IQ. Breakout defeated the Violent Villains, Suzuki the Great, and Narimura to retain the Open and the Twin Gate Championships. Heroes Now, Tiger Mask 4, and Darkest Dragon defeated Takagi Unlimited, Haruki Tiger Emperor. Genki Haruki defeated Self-Created Chicago and Battle Ranger. Seema defeated Suzuki by countout, and Chiyu Takagi retained the Open and Dream Gate Championship, defeating Ryo Saito. Then we also had Living for Integrity, which is basically our Ring of Honor version, since Ring of Honor got bought by Rob Black. So we had David Richards defeating Brian Major, Brian Gamble and Dark Strategy defeating Shane Shaman and Incognito, John Walters defeated Justin Idol, Peter Goodman, and Brian Logan, Eddie Colon defeated Vito Tomaselli, Johnny Spade defeated Gurv Shira, Marcus Meltech, Doug Basham, and Shannon Moore defeated Monster Fontaine, Buzz McKenzie, and Logan Kane. Flash Megan and David Young retained the Champions of Integrity titles over Matt Striker and Tyler Bateman. Mark Morrow and Ice Train defeated Shane Balor and John Phoenix. Shannon Balor drew Tony Kazuya. And Jerry Lynn is still your Champions of Integrity champion, defeating Perry Saturn. Big Japan had a big show. Main event was Hanma and Nakanishi defeating Zhang Dig and Men's Teo in a match that was a short match. Let's see here. 1PW had a big show. And LW had a big show. Disco Inferno and Sick Boy defeated Ultra Boy Luke and D'Lo Brown. Kevin Northcutt, Militic, and Lynn defeated Ron Harris, Video Star, and Diamond. Clear defeated Luke Cox by DQ. Valiant J defeated Dave Flair, and Mark Moreau defeated Adam Windsor in the tables match. Not exactly the best show there. And that's about it. Yep, so there we are. We're on the road to Bash at the Beach. So if you enjoyed this show, go ahead and give it a like, comment below, or like and not like, and of course, for our channel for this series as we move on to TEW9 after SummerSlam 06, and of course, my TEW9 series of Pittsburgh Steel Wrestling. But that's all for now, so talk later, and adios. Have a good one.